So, this is going to be a quick review of Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution tutorial or tips and tricks. I'm going to go through it really quickly, as quick as possible, and I'm not going to play the full game. I mean, if you actually want, if you want me to actually play through and do a full game, going more in depth on, something I said in this video, then let me know. You know, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you want. If it confused you and you want me to try to explain more, I don't mind. I'll do another video or I'll explain it more. But I'm going to go over 3 cool things in this that people don't know, called backstepping, tech jumping, and overflows. I'm going to do it on Emperor because deity is it's not hard. I can beat it, but it's just annoying and it won't be easy to do a tutorial on it. Like I'm gonna have to actually play. So just to show you that I'm not bullcrapping you, that I'm not giving you bullcrap tips, I'm gonna play with random. A lot of people hate doing random, but I honestly love it because it's no different from choosing a civ. And there's some civs that I actually suck with, but either way, I always play a lot better than most people because I go through these things I'm going to tell you guys. So if you stick through this little walkthrough, you might learn something you might can use. You know. You always want to try to move your city in the beginning of the game, no matter what. I mean, if you have a good spot and you think that that's the best spot for you, by all means, stay there. But you want to think about the end game, and this is only meant for the beginning game, and I'm playing with the Germans. The Germans are really good with trees. So if I can actually, I don't think I can find a spot, so. Sometimes you might make a move you don't like and then just move back. It's only one turn. You can always come back. One turn won't kill you. I mean, unless you're trying to do the thing to where by 3500 BC you attack a bar, because before 3500 BC, all bar camps have one flag. So just let you know. And if you're watching this, let me show you this. Usually when you tap LB and then you click on your left stick, you get this little green thing. You might have did this by accident and said, wait, what is this? Well, let me go and tell you. This is actually the customs menu. Like if you go down here to manage workers and click on custom, that is what this is. But that's the quicker way of doing it. LB and then click on your left stick. And if you're completely new and never do customs, trust me, do customs. I cannot stress this, man. Like if you start out the game, this is what you start off with. You start off with 1 food and 1 production. Awesome, possibly. Not really. You got 5 turns to wait for your warriors and you're getting 10 turns for your population. Well, if you do this instead of doing that, you go right here, 3 turns for your warriors, go off, 5 turns for your food. Now keep this in mind, if I can get this right, it said 5 turns for my warriors and 10 turns for my food. So I'm taking off 3 turns, that would be 7 turns. If I went back, it should be at least 7 turns, right? For it to not be a waste. But it's actually less than 7 turns. It's actually 5 turns. So in 3 turns, I'm getting 1 warrior out. And if I really wanted my population up at the same time, 5 turns, look, that's only 8 turns. While it said for my population to go up, it's gonna be 10 turns, and my warriors would come out, 5 turns. It's saving me a few turns, really. It's really a good thing to keep in mind. Right now, it's 3600 BC. All bar camps still have 1 flag, but next turn they're going to have 2 flags. I couldn't show you because I was trying to move my city, and it didn't work out too well. See, now it has 2 flags. Usually you might find it like this, but if you get out there before 3500 BC, you're good. So I'm not going to actually play a full game like I would like to. I mean, if you guys actually want to see me play a full game, cool, let me know. All I really want to do is walk through this really quick and show you the tech things. The video might be at the max 20 minutes if I can help it, because I don't want the video to be too long. This game, it's really a long game, and if I did do it, I would probably do it in parts, so you guys could actually not bore yourselves to death watching me play Civ and talk non-stop. But all warriors have veterans on German, so I'm just gonna go and keep attacking without healing. It's highly unlikely that a barbarian can kill a warrior in German. found something. That's why it's always good to get out there fast, get troops out. I only got 2 out there because that's all I wanted. Once my city goes up, I'm going to go ahead and go into the in-depth, well, not really in-depth, just like actually a kind of an overview and tell you how this, how it works to use tech jumping. I just want to have tech to show you. I mean, I might not be able to show you completely, but I want to give you an idea. That's what I said. Leave comments down there, and I'll let you, I'll let you know if you have any questions. I'll have your answers, or if you want me to make a full in-depth video, just let me know. And what I'm doing here, when I told them no, is because sometimes if you tell them no and then go back again, you have to do it twice, by the way, and tell them no again, they might give you money for peace. Look, right here. This is perfect. 25 gold for 10 turns peace. All I did was tell them no, and they were about to give me peace if I actually wanted to give them peace, so you don't lose anything by doing that. So keep that in mind, you don't lose anything. So if you're thinking like, hey, wait, why would I do that? I'm going to lose something. You're not. So I'm not going to really cover, how to manage your cities. I'm not gonna go over that because it's good to know tech jumping, but you also you need to know how to manage your cities. But like I said, if you want me to go over that, I'll make a video on that too as well. Like I'll put it all into one video, depending on the responses I get, or the likes I get, or whatever, you know, or the dislikes. You know, if I get a lot of dislikes, then I know, hey, nobody likes Civ. I won't make any more Civ videos. But anyway, let's go ahead and just press B so we can go and get that tech. Pottery. I'm going to go for pottery. Now, I want to show you tech jumping first. Research. Consult tech planner. Now, naturally, to get to irrigation, you need masonry and pottery. But tech jumping allows you to skip one of the 2 techs that you need to get to irrigation. Any tech, and this applies for every tech, by the way, that has 2 tech. So, I could go directly for pottery, which I'm going to get first because you see the giant 1. I don't know if y'all have ever known this, but if you see a giant 1, that means nobody in the game has that tech. So I'm about to get pottery first. And usually I have to go to masonry to get to irrigation because it needs both these techs. Well, there is a way to get around that. You could actually just go for pottery, skip masonry if you can get irrigation in 10 turns or less. And what I mean by that is, if you come back here to your, how many times, like the turns for your tech, you see it's 4 turns to get pottery, and the reason it's 4 turns is because I'm getting 4 tech per turn, it takes 20. So if you add that up, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, technically that's 5 turns, it's already been 1 turn, so I have 4 turns left. So you have to be able to get whatever tech you're going for in 10 turns or less, and have at least one of the, requirements to get that tech. Now that's only for techs with 2, that need 2 tech. There are techs like tanks. It requires 3. So you might be thinking, wait, I have gunpowder and I can get this in 10 or less turns, but it's not letting me go for it. That's because a tech that requires 3 needs 2, basically. You need more than half, basically, you know. So, well, not more than half. You just need either 2 for a tech that requires 3 or 1 for a tech that requires 2. So since this requires 3, you need gunpowder and metals, and you can go directly for combustion without steam power. You don't need steam power. Or you can go for steam power and metals and not go for gunpowder, because that's how I play, because I go for defense through tech jumping. I'll start from, where is it? I think it's, if I go back here, from industrialization. I go to steam power, invention, I like to go to invention, literacy. So if I start out here making a crap load of tech, I can skip all the way up here to literacy. I can tech jump if I get this in 10 turns or less, and I have alphabet. Then I can skip to invention. This is 2 techs, by the way. This is only, well, 3 techs. I'm at 3 techs if I'm at invention. And then this is only if I'm making that much tech. Most likely you will not be making this much tech. But if you were, then you can skip directly to steam power. Well, no, you need, never mind. Not steam power. You could skip the gunpowder, sorry. And I don't like doing that, so instead of doing that, I actually go for this tech back here. I can't remember. I think it's ironworking, if I'm correct. You need ironworking for steam power. You get those 2 tech. Then look, now I can go ahead and jump up here to industrialization, and then next to mass production. There's no need for me to go for gunpowder, because that's in a whole different tech tree line. That's going for monarchy. Instead, I could just go for steam power, skip over that, get to mass production, and then also get metals. That's an attack tree. I don't need defense because I'm already up here in industrialization about to get mass production, so I skip that and go directly for this and have these 2, metals and steam power. Then I can, if I'm making more than, like, I think 150 tech per turn, I think that's the requirements, then I can go for straight for combustions, because combustion requires 1,250, I believe. It's around that much, so you need at least 200 tech. I would say, to be safe, 200 tech. I mean, you'll notice because it'll pop up, like when you can tech jump, it'll pop up down here. It'll say it. So most of you guys tech jump, just not knowing how you tech jump. So I'm trying to basically tell you guys, like, if you got alphabet, and you can get literacy, you don't have all the tech requirements for literacy, and you might be thinking, like, how can I go for literacy? That's because you have the requirements for tech jumping. Now, moving on to the next thing, backstepping. I love backstepping and tech jumping. They go lovely, hand in hand. Trust me, they go lovely. They are the best two things that they could ever put in this game. But backstepping is basically getting a tech you never got. So say if I didn't like ironworking, I was one of those people that go for bronze working just to get the currency with tech jumping, and to go on to banking, and, so forth, and to try to go on to industrialization by going for gold, and then having defense. So going on that tech line. Say I didn't go for ironworking. Well, say I'm all the way up to banking, right? Well, if I could get this tech in one turn, basically, if I'm making, let's go down here real quick. If I'm making, this requires 20, which same thing for ironworking. So say if I'm making 21 tech per turn, 21, then that means I can get it in one turn. So if anybody researches that tech while I'm making 21 tech per turn, well, if they already have that tech, say if somebody has this tech, and I'm making 21 tech per turn, when I get pottery, it's also going to give me any other tech that I can get in one turn that somebody has. So if I'm making 30 tech per turn, and I get pottery, and you already have ironworking and alphabet and all that, it's going to give it to me for free because I can get it in one turn. So the game's like, here, so since you can go and get it in one turn, we're going to go ahead and give it to you, and you got a tech or whatever, so we're going to go ahead and give you this tech for free, and that's how it works basically. It's a really good thing. So if you're skipping tech, just remember, if you can get a tech in one turn, keep your tech on that level. Research the next tech that you're trying to go for, so that it can give you all the tech that's behind you that you skipped. Now, lastly, there's overflow. I'm making 4 tech per turn, right? Let's say I was making 15 tech per turn, exclude the 4 that I already collected, and this requires 20. So I'm making 15 tech per turn. Well, it would be better if I can show you guys, but I don't think I can. I think I can. I might be able to. Let's see. I'm gonna try to give you an example, but I'm gonna go and tell you first before I show you. If I'm making 15 tech per turn while this requires 20, I go one turn, I got 15. Now all I need is 5 more tech, but I'm making 15. Most people think that it's only gonna take 5 and add 10 to your next technology. It's not. That's not what it does. It's gonna take your remaining 10 after it takes the 5 away, because you only need 5 once you're at 15 to get to 20. So it's going to take the remaining 10 and convert it over to gold. That is called tech overflow. They have production overflow. I'm not going over that. That's something completely different. Same with population overflow. But I'm going over just tech overflow because I'm trying to help you guys in tech. So, if you're making so much tech, and say if you're like 19 out of 20, put everything on tech. If you can make possibly 50 tech and you're at 19 out of 20, then it's going to take only 1 from your 50 and add 49 gold to your banking or whatever, your gold pouch or whatever you want to call it. So it'll add that to it. So that's pretty cool, And like I said, I'm gonna try to give you guys a good example. I'm gonna go ahead and do this right here. It's not gonna be an OP example. I'm gonna go ahead and skip through. I don't have to worry about them attacking me because they can't attack me and all that. Seller like I defend because I'm not even gonna play right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip through my turns. So look. Well, if they stop doing that, let's go through all that. Don't worry about that. Well, actually, I might be able to show you guys tech jumping here in a minute. Give me a second too. Oh, it went through. I didn't mean to. Oh, let me do it again. Crud. I can't show you tech jumping at the moment. I don't have enough tech. But I messed up. Let me do it again and try to show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch this off here. We don't want anything to build, so let's go ahead and build a wonder. Wonders are really great. They help you win the game. Same with great people, but that's not on tech, so I'm not going to talk about how that can actually win you a game. We only need 2, right? What? Oh, it skipped my turn. That's what happened. Okay, that's what's going on here. Oh man, I'm just messing up here. Let me try it again. Let's actually do this so that it doesn't skip our turn next time. Let's go up one more. And let's go ahead and just wait one turn. Actually, let's move them once. And back out. Now, let's go ahead and do this so I can show you guys. And my turn. All these caravans. Sure, let's not piece. I'm not. I already showed you guys the no, don't decline, so I don't have to show you now. So look. Oh, that caravan's gonna mess me up. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. I don't want you guys to think that it's a caravan that did it for me. So this caravan's right here. I'm gonna defend both my troops. So you won't think that I got money from a caravan. So I have 0+ per turn at 125 gold. I should not make any gold whatsoever next turn, right? But I'm making 4 tech, and I'll only need 2. So you might be thinking, wait, oh, it's gonna go over to my tech overflow. No, watch this. Watch my gold. Well, out there does that. I now have 127. That's only 2+. I was only making 4. So look at that. You could be making like 50 and only need 2, and then it'll add 48 to your gold. Like, keep this in mind. This is really going to help you guys out when you're playing a game and you're trying to go for tech. These little things can help you. This is how to win a tech victory, or how to get ahead in a tech victory. There's so much more I could tell you, but I'm not going to do that because the video would go on so long. Because of Colossus, it doubles your science. You know, a library is good, university is good. You know about the East India Company. If you don't, I could go over that. But like I said, that's a whole crap load of stuff that I could talk on and go on for ages about, because I play this game a lot. This was my favorite game when it first came out. I played the crap out of it. It's like I bought it like a year ago or 2 years ago, around that time, and I've learned almost everything to this game that's possible to learn. And I'm not going to take credit because I've learned tech jumping, overflow, and backstepping from Civ Fanatics. So if you want to know where I got my information for these 3 things, that's from Civ Fanatics. I got a few things from Civ Fanatics, but that's mainly the stuff I use. The rest I've actually learned myself. So, like I said, Civ Fanatics is where I got tech jumping, backstepping, and tech overflow. Those are the only things I've ever learned from Civ Fanatic, really, that I've used. So, anyway, if you guys like this video, if you want to see more videos or of any type of game that if I have it, I'll make one, of course. I like to do tutorials and walkthroughs, and I'm going to be doing just, funny Let's Plays here sooner or later, but just like and subscribe. I mean, if you don't like it, well, tell me why you didn't like it. Don't just smash the dislike button. Tell me what I did wrong, or if you didn't like, tell me what you didn't like about me, And I guess I'll try to help you, change it, or whatever. So, yeah. This was a Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution for the Xbox 360 walkthrough tips and tricks tutorial, whatever you want to call it. If you like, subscribe. If you didn't, just comment. Let me know, and I'll see you guys later.